Hello and welcome to Recyclist. It's March 9th, 2026. I'm your host, Eric Provost, and this is your weekly roundup of all the biggest news stories from the world of waste, gas, and energy, presented by Diamond Scientific. First things first, and as always, let's take a quick look at the stock market and several stocks on the move this past week from the world of waste, gas, and energy. Going into this past weekend, Montauk Renewables was sitting at $1.53 per share. Casella Waste was up to $93.74 per share. GFL Environmental hit $44.90 per share. Waste Connections was at $170.45 per share. Republic Services Incorporated now at $230.76 per share. And lastly, Waste Management went into the weekend at $247.23 per share. But going into the news, first up, in the wake of President Donald Trump's decision to attack Iran, experts are saying the fallout could actually have surprising benefits for the renewable energy industry. Many are pointing to potential major complications with America's long-standing relationship with the Middle East fossil fuels market, specifically oil, and how this new conflict could affect that. Pavel Molchanov, a managing director at investment bank Raymond James, said, quote, "Renewables offer a fundamentally lower level of commodity risk compared to imports of fossil fuels, and reminders of that benefit can boost stocks in that industry," end quote. Additionally, Kevin Book, the managing director of research firm Clearview Energy Partners, added, quote, "We would not yet rule out a pivot to clean energy on the basis of a pragmatic response to price increases from a supply shock," end quote. But up next, this past week, the Environmental Protection Agency pushed back the March 31st deadline for submitting reports under the Greenhouse Gas Reporting Act to October 30th. In September 2025, the EPA did submit proposed revisions to the program that would permanently remove reporting obligations for all but petroleum and natural gas systems. Many feel this new extension is simply a tactic to give the agency time to terminate the program altogether. The EPA claims ending the report obligation would save American businesses over $300 million annually. In a statement, the agency said the extension, quote, "will not impact the agency's ability to fulfill its core mission, given that the greenhouse gas reporting program has no material impact on improving human health and the environment," end quote. And next, Texas-based Waste2Nano is introducing a new infrastructure system they're hoping could solve three problems at once. The company's new integrated platform begins by providing wastewater-based cooling for AI data centers. This while applying next-generation pretreatment that reduces solids and improves overall wastewater processing and production of advanced materials. Lastly, the pathway includes targeted steps designed to reduce PFAS and other contaminants. Waste2Nano founder Dr. Rafael Aharon said, quote, "We can see great worldwide interest in our solution. Integration of wastewater and AI infrastructure is an urgent need that will benefit all parties. We're looking for partners and team members who are ready to build and drive real change. This is the next generation of liquid waste management, and it's where the future is headed," end quote. And next, this past week, the Arizona Corporation Commission voted unanimously to repeal the state's Renewable Energy Standard and Tariff, known as REST, saying the regulations are no longer needed. Commissioners said utilities have exceeded the REST threshold and that the rules are now outdated. They also claim utilities have collected more than $2 billion in REST surcharges from customers since the standard was established in 2006. Sapan Alizada with the Arizona Technology Council opposed the repeal, saying, quote, "I have a feeling in business journals and magazines in other states across the country, headlines are going to read, 'Arizona repeals renewable energy standards.' They might just see that and say, you know what, maybe I'm not welcome in Arizona," end quote. Commission Chair Nick Myers said repealing REST does not mean renewable energy will disappear, and added, quote, any generation source, whether it be wind, solar, natural gas, whatever, is going to have to bid for their place in the market on an even playing field, end quote. And just a quick reminder, Recyclist is a registered trademark of Diamond Scientific, an industry leader in gas analysis, instrumentation, and solutions. Make sure to visit them online at diamondsci.com. That's diamondsci.com. Or you can even set up a personalized presentation just by calling 321-223-7500. Now on with the news. Tire manufacturer Continental recently announced it has reached an important milestone in its global sustainability strategy. Coal and heavy fuel oil have been fully phased out across all 19 tire production sites worldwide. The company said since January 2026, all plants have adopted alternative energy sources to generate the steam required for manufacturing tires and heating. These alternatives include biomass, biogas, electricity from renewable sources, and others. Dr. Bernhard Trilken, head of manufacturing and logistics at Continental Tires, said, quote, for us, coal and heavy fuel oil are a thing of the past. The future increasingly lies in renewable energies. By relying on a smart mix of energy sources, increasingly renewable and ideally generated directly on site, we are making our manufacturing more independent and therefore more resilient. End quote. And up next, Clean Energy Fuels Corps recently announced a wealth of new and extended partnerships moving deeper into 2026. Among the new contracts is an extended partnership with Ecology Transportation Services to fuel their fleet of renewable natural gas vehicles, an extension with Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority to support its 400 buses, a new deal with the city of Scottsdale, Arizona, an extension with Seattle-based Recology, and several more. Chad Lindholm, the senior vice president at Clean Energy, said, quote, fleets continue to seek proven solutions to meet sustainability targets, and they're finding that the RNG metrics deliver on multiple fronts. It's clean, affordable, has diesel-like capability, is domestically produced, and there is a robust fueling infrastructure already in place. These new agreements that we're announcing reflect that growing recognition across diverse fleet applications. End quote. Now moving to Kentucky, this past week, Governor Andy Beshear announced Green Energy Parks plans to build a $142 million agricultural waste-to-energy facility in Carlisle County. The project is the largest business announcement on record for the county and the first private sector development there in over a decade. Carlisle County Judge Executive Greg Terry said, quote, our county is not just welcoming a business, we are planting the seeds for long-term growth, opportunity, and prosperity in a farming community built on hard work, resilience, and innovation. Our project honors our agricultural roots while expanding our economic future. End quote. Once complete, the facility is expected to produce a little under 1.5 million British thermal units of renewable natural gas per year and capture and liquefy a little more than 72,000 tons of carbon dioxide annually. And lastly, finishing up our day in the UK, a housing estate in Exeter has become the first in the country to switch to a 100% renewable liquid gas blend for home heating. Residents at Seaward Park, a 19-home estate, made the switch in December 2025. Mark Stubbs, a resident at Seaward Park, said, quote, on our estate, we wanted a heating solution that made sense for our homes. It means we can heat the house properly and stay comfortable while feeling confident we've made a more responsible choice for the long term. For us, it's about doing things properly without making life complicated. According to Liquid Gas UK, 25 million liters of renewable liquid gas is already being supplied nationwide, a figure that is expected to rise by 40% in 2026. And that will do it for your March 9th, 2026 news roundup, brought to you by Recyclist, a registered trademark of Diamond Scientific. I've been your host, Eric Provost, and we will see you back here next week for another brand new episode of Recyclist. Thank you.